Coming to you live from a soccer field near you in every subdivision ever in America. I came here and I was going to shoot certain things and try to do, the whole point of this channel is growth and personal growth. Hopefully that rubs off on y'all. Y'all can achieve things, teach me things, the whole nine yards, right? Today I learned to be careful with the attire that I wear. So I showed up here. I was going to shoot. I had this idea of like this new way I was going to do something, just kind of mix it up a little bit. And it turns out I am wearing branded apparel, which would give away too much information. So I'm here. I'm going to be out here running. Let me see. I can't flip it around quite yet, but I'll show you. I'm the only one out here. The only other people out here at this soccer field. It's a soccer field with a normal size track around it. Are the employees, right? So it's going to be me out here, 40-degree weather, if that, running around. I got a really weird workout today, and I learned a lesson. So every day, a little better, even if it's not exactly how you planned it. Just a little post-run recap. Just got back in the car, about to head to the house. That was actually a really fun workout. I've never done one like that before. It was... God, how do you explain it? So basically you go out, you do your warm-up. So you run around for like 15 minutes, real slow, jog. And then you sprint for 40 minutes. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of a runner's high. You do about 40 seconds at, they called for anaerobic pace. So Garmin told me my anaerobic pace was 8-minute miles, which is anaerobic for me, but it's not super anaerobic. It's like light right on the very beginning of the zone 5 anaerobic pace for me. So what I did was I did an 8-minute, and then it felt pretty easy. So then you walk for, or cool down for 3 minutes, then you do another 40 seconds. So I tried to keep it in the 7, and then another 30 seconds. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to do 6s from now on. So I did 6-minute 30 pace, 6-minute 30 pace. Then they gave you like a 5-minute cool down, which was a long time. And then by the time it comes to they made you do the 4 like sprint, cool down, sprint, cool down, sprint, cool down, sprint, cool down. And so I tried to keep it in the 6:30, 6:30, 6:30, and at the last, I was just like, let's see how hard I can kick. So I threw it into gear. Again, fat, old. So throwing it into gear is probably like my old, like previous jogging. So I was about 5:30, 5:45 for 40 seconds. It's not that bad, especially at the end of the workout. And then they called for doing another cool down style session, which is 10 minutes of really, really slow, like 14-minute pace type stuff. So, but I really enjoyed it because I've been missing a lot of the speed work. My previous few months have just been what they call the base building set. And man, a lot of long, slow jogging. But it was needed. I understand the physiological adaptations that brings about. I enjoy it because without the base building style workouts, I would never have gotten back into running. Like if you had told me 2 years ago, go out here and sprint 8 times around this track and run, a total of 4.5 miles, blah, 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 I would have laughed at you. So, now I do crave it. I'm hoping when I start to get back down to a reasonable weight that it will get easier and I will get faster. So that's just the update for the run. And I'll do my normal hideous fat man interview here in a little bit when I get to the house. No idea what this is going to do mid-recording. I'm sorry. Well, I hope that this sounds better now. and that the sound wasn't absolutely atrocious before. But yeah, so it does mess with your training plan. Like if you have the Garmin daily suggested workouts, the way I set it up, I did training plans with the 3 different coaches. Those were cool. But then I just decided to go in the calendar in the app. If you know about Garmin, you do. If you don't have Garmin, then you can go in the calendar. You can set up a run. I set mine up for exactly 6 months out from when I started. And you can set a goal time or goal pace or whatever. And it will create a training plan for you. Well, more often than not, my training plan seems to be kicking all of my like long runs and more strenuous activity off the calendar, off the training plan for just base or recovery, something slower, something easier. Because, and the excuse most of the time is, you didn't sleep well last night. And I've adjusted my sleep schedule. That helped a little bit. But I'm kind of back to the same pattern where maybe I just need to set the sleep schedule at 6 hours, 7 hours or something. And that might work. I don't know. Diet's been okay. We should be going out to dinner tomorrow with my wife's daughter, help celebrate her. She got accepted, or she passed the test. Now she's got to submit the application. Then she's going through all the training program. Really good news for her, right? Like we're really proud of her for being able to accomplish this. She's been running and training and doing push-ups and pull-ups and eating well and trying to sleep. Like she's been really trying to make sure that she would do a good job in the assessment exam, I guess is what it would be. And she did. She was the most agile of the day. They have a course where you run down and back and then through some cones and zigzag and do some stuff. And she got the fastest time. So, we were really trying to celebrate her and make sure that that's good. But I've already talked to the wife, got it all planned out, because that's the real key for this whole video is the planning and the training. And with the planning and the training, you need to be consistent. So now that I've kind of gotten consistent with making YouTube videos, I've been consistent with running, I have been consistent with recovery, right? It's a layered approach. So my next layer is going to be rolling 5-day water fast, which start on Monday. So I'll fast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, eat Saturday. Now, sometimes the way I typically prefer to do it is I'll start Friday or Monday afternoon and then start eating again on Saturday afternoon. And then I just do those rollings back to back to back to back to back until I get to where I want to be. Previously, it's been for health reasons. It's not really been for fat loss, but it works well for fat loss as well, So I'm looking forward to that. I really like the way my body responds and behaves when I'm fasting. Talk to the wife. She's understanding. She's going to be supportive. She might try like a 1 day here or there or whatever, but she's not at the level right now where she wants to do anything more than that. And I respect that, At least she's there to support me when I am trying to do things, even if she doesn't really want me to do them, just because, she's never seen somebody go without eating for extended periods of time, and it's still kind of weird for her. But yeah, outside of that, no. Water intake, I need to do better on. I realize that because I'm doing the house sitting, I don't have my liquid IVs here. But I have been drinking more water at night, just plain water. Eating, sleeping, recovery, training, running. So come Monday, right, I expect to start seeing a drastic change in the weight. I'm trying to get a little better with planning out the titles. I'm going to maybe start doing some thumbnails. I thought at the beginning I was going to start all of my videos like this, and then I got to thinking about like how many videos on YouTube do I go back to and I remember the thumbnail is the one, the way that I click on it. So it's like me having 100 videos up like this. If you try to go back, or maybe even if I try to go back and look through my vlog, I'm like, it's that video where I'm standing like this. So I might start trying to do thumbnails just to kind of differentiate, or different poses or whatnot, just see how it is. But yeah, that's about it for the day. Hope you have a good one.